How about now? All right. Thank you so much for joining us and being part of the celebration of our commitment together to each other. Words cannot express the gratitude that we have to be able to spend this day with you all. You may have noticed that it's just Amanda and I up here. That's because we've chosen to self-officiate our ceremony. And while this may be a little uncommon, we felt that it was important to have our wedding represent us and our values. And neither of us identified with having a religious figure to officiate, and choosing only one friend or family member to bear that responsibility was very difficult. So ultimately, we wanted to be the ones holding space for ourselves and for our community as we reflect on our relationship. It's also been great in deciding to do this ourselves because we've had spend a lot of time and frankly a lot of wine talking to each other about what marriage really means to us. For Amanda and I, marriage is not the beginning of our lives together, but rather the next stage of the life that we began to build 8 years ago. We want our ceremony to reminisce on that foundation, as well as look to our dreams in the future, while grounding ourselves in the present with our family and our friends. Above all, marriage is a partnership. It's sharing with someone all the pleasures and difficulties of life. It's making each adventure more exciting because you're experiencing it with that special person. It's laughing at all those ridiculous inside jokes that you created throughout your life together. It's growing with each other while remaining your own person. Marriage is also valuing and learning from what the other brings to your relationship. For instance, I do pretty much all of the cooking in our household. But I only recently found out that our dishes don't magically clean themselves. This is true. No, but sincerely, I know that I'm a much better person by learning from and just being around Amanda for the past 8 years. Just as being committed to one another amplifies the good, it can also extend the bad. Any struggle or roadblock that life throws your way does not just impact you, it affects your partner as well. You're also giving someone the ability to hurt or disappoint you in the most personal way. But together, you share that burden. You share that vulnerability. Ultimately, that's why we make these promises, to help each other through all the hardship in life. We put trust in one another to be our confidant, our protector, our comforter. I know that I found that person in Amanda, and I will vow to be that person for her. Finally, marriage is deliberate. It's a promise not to just honor these vows that we make or hold them sacred in our hearts, but to act on them intentionally every single day.
So, why do we go through all of this trouble of making these pronouncements in front of all of you? It's because we believe overall marriage is deeply rooted in our community. We can't fully tell the story of our relationship without everyone who's here in this room. Mikeal and I have supported one another, grown up together, and learned so much from each other in 8 years, but each of you has influenced us in countless ways. The memories and experiences that we share with you are crucial pieces of the story of our relationship. Where would we be without classmates, roommates, co-workers, bosses, I have a couple bosses here, friends and family that sit here now. We certainly wouldn't have even met, but we likely wouldn't have made it to be standing here in this moment with all of you. So, in thinking about all of this, we realize that what's important to us is not that our marriage is validated by church or state, but by the love that surrounds us here today. You guys, the community that supported us every step of the way. And so by publicly affirming our love for each other in front of all of you and our intention to continue growing with, supporting, and learning from each other, we hope to also practice doing that with the people that surround us in our lives. Just as you help us grow as individuals and as a couple, you will help hold us accountable to the promises that we make to each other today. So in that spirit, we thought it was important that you guys heard from not just us, but some of the members of that community that has influenced us so much. So we wanted our friends Jade and Saul and Mikeal's Uncle Bill to share some of that story with all of you and with their own voice and their unique perspective. But first, my dad has something he would like to read for everybody. If he can. Uncle Pat with a celebrity guest appearance.
I'm his body double.
Alright, so,
man's name, some of you may not know her name, it's the definition of her name is worthy of love, so that's the next one.
alright, so the definition of Amanda is worthy of love, and this is a poem that hit Tom late one night. He still doesn't understand how he wrote it, but it seems pretty good, so here we go. Worthy of love defines the name we chose for you. Long before your birth, we knew it to be true. Each day, we gave our best to see this love through. Beautiful and perfect, in our eyes, you soon grew. Upon becoming a woman, you soon quickly flew. To the man who you knew would see this love too. He would love and respect you, even more than we knew. So we shall now love him as much as his family and you do. And each year spent in happiness, these words will ring true. Amanda and Mikeal, worthy of love, times 2.
I don't know how I'm supposed to follow that. But good afternoon, everyone. I feel so honored to have the opportunity to talk about one of my favorite couples in this very intimate setting with their closest friends and family. So my story starts with Amanda, 4,280 miles across the ocean in another country, and ends right here in this beautiful neighborhood with this incredible couple standing beside me. You see, Amanda and I met halfway around the world on a study abroad trip in Italy. And on our second day in Sicily, we hiked Mount Etna, which is an active volcano and the highest peak in Italy south of the Alps. And I remember gazing in awe as Amanda casually did a headstand at the top of our summit. And I knew she was someone I wanted to know. But besides her ability to balance upside down at any given moment, I found a kindred spirit in Amanda. Someone who I felt drawn to for her easygoing nature and her love of chocolate. Any friendship that starts in the Italian countryside, with days spent eating homemade pasta and sampling fresh mozzarella cheese, is bound to be special. But what I didn't realize was how our lives would intertwine once we were stateside. When we returned, we continued our friendship, going to Gator football games, local breweries, and eating lots of tacos. But Amanda soon moved to New York, in the dead of winter, I might add, to live with her then boyfriend, now husband, Mikeal, and I feared our friendship might dwindle. Fast forward 5 years, and we now live in the same neighborhood, a half mile from each other, and get to share the day-to-day together. Which also means I get to share life with Mikeal. Whenever I've given speeches at other friends' weddings, I've always known the bride prior to her meeting her partner. But Amanda and Mikeal have been together 8 years. So I've had the pleasure of knowing them both and watching them grow as individuals and as a unit. My partner and I were brought to the city because of career opportunities, but the search for community, and in large part the influence of Amanda and Mikeal, landed us in Brooklyn. Having Amanda and Mikeal in your life means that you will always have friends who are down for a conversation over a glass or 3 of local craft beer. It means you have friends who will happily come over the day you move into your new apartment and without prompting, start unpacking and organizing your kitchen just to get your life in order. Amanda and Mikeal will be by your side for every women's march and rally for immigration rights. They are the type of people you can just hang out on the couch with until 11 p.m. on a Wednesday night watching trash TV, or spend New Year's Eve playing nerdy board games and dancing in their living room until 3 a.m. They are the type of people you feel completely yourself with. If you have Amanda and Mikeal in your life, you will continuously learn and grow. Whether you're talking about politics, work bathroom etiquette, or debating who should have won the Grammys each year, you're bound to feel challenged and feel like your voice is heard. You will discuss topics like emotional labor and the idea of equally sharing responsibilities and the headspace that comes with those responsibilities. Just like Mikeal learned that the dishes don't magically get washed every night. But on a deeper level, they show you what it means to choose to love someone and share your life with them every day. Amanda and Mikeal will teach you what respect, love, and support looks like in a relationship. What I love about Amanda and Mikeal is that they bring you into your community, into their community, in a way that makes you feel at home. Their home becomes an extension of yours. Their cat feels like your second pet. And their friends become your friends. As a Floridian, New York can feel like an unwelcoming place at times. But because of Amanda and Mikeal's friendship, it's become the type of place I never want to leave.
Aww.
Everybody hear me? So I don't have to talk to that thing?
Yeah.
Wonderful. So, good afternoon. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Solomon. For those of you who do know me, my name is still Solomon. While Amanda is certainly correct that I can provide what some might consider to be a unique perspective on the situation, Caroline, my amazing wife and two-time roommate of Mikeal and Amanda, has encouraged me to, shall we say, skip those parts. So all other stories can be heard later in the bar. So I met Mikeal 7 years ago. on orientation day of our graduate program at Columbia. On that day, I made a point to not just meet, but remember everyone who said that they lived in Brooklyn. It wasn't until some time later, behind the Mets fan facade, that I found out he's just another Florida transplant. Anyhow, from that day forward, through many long days of classes and projects, even longer train rides back to Brooklyn, and perhaps just the occasional gin and tonic, we became friends. One of the qualities that I admire in Mikeal is his honest loyalty. When we met, Mikeal was only 12 years old. 21 years old? Either way. I thought, this is just a kid. And what on earth are you doing staying in a relationship with your college girlfriend when you just moved to New York City? The thing is that it wasn't until much later that Mikeal was actually proven right. And I was wrong. See, I can be wrong. It happened once. Mikeal knew something that I did not. Amanda was amazing. A quality that I admire in both Mikeal and Amanda is their relationship to change. Over the years, I've had the privilege to watch these two grow and transform both as individuals and as a couple. As tumultuous as the early 20s can be, Mikeal and Amanda were able to build a foundation of security, trust, and strength. For most of us, our needs in the time of our own personal growth outweigh our ability to give unconditionally. For these two, it was through their commitment to each other, giving and accepting completely, that they found the world they would build together. Their ability to encourage and allow for growth within themselves and supporting in each other is truly remarkable. Today, we have gathered for two reasons. First, as invited guests, we are here to bear witness. Mikeal and Amanda have chosen this place and this time to actively and openly acknowledge and express their love for one another. They have asked each and every one of us for our presence of body and our presence of mind. We are here so that they can share with us what is most important to them. Second, we are here to give. We are here for both of you as individuals and as a couple. We are here to show you that we support you in this bold and exciting commitment you have chosen to make to one another. So take a moment and look around. These are the people who will share the most wonderful days with you. And when you need us, we'll be here for all of the other days too. We are your community. We are honored to bear witness. We are proud, mostly proud, and your family. To support you today, we will be here for your tomorrows. Thank you for giving all of us such an amazing example of what love, commitment, and growth can be. Mazel tov.
Follow the trend of not like just talking to guys. So when I promised myself I wouldn't cry, so Tom, you're not helping me. I am incredibly honored and touched to be asked to speak on behalf of my son and on their special day. They asked me to speak. They said that humor was welcome, but after seeing that go so wrong so many ways, I'm going to try to speak to just some of the heartfelt comments here. As Saul said, community is really important to both Amanda and Mikeal. As a community, it's really important for all of us to know that we have to be here to support them. It takes a good village to raise a child. It takes a community to support a unit. It's really important for all of us to remember to listen when they ask us to offer advice only when they ask, and to most importantly, support them with any decision that they make. And equally important to be patient with both of them and send them the things. That's completely perplexing to most of us humans. I think I have a little bit of a different perspective on both of them, because Michael's my nephew and Amanda works for me. Truth be told, I work for Amanda. So, having known Michael since birth, It's been an incredible experience to watch and participate in your journey as a man, Mikeal. You were a quirky little kid when you were younger, but you've always had this drive and this curiosity in life to succeed, and this interest in the entire world around you. With the support of your entire family and your mom, that drive culminated in your getting a graduate degree in Columbia, something you should be amazingly proud of. I know we are. Not bad for a little boy from Long Beach. That journey brought you to New York and back into my life as an adult. Little did I know that your presence in my life at that time would be more to me than to you. Shortly after that, Amanda followed. They were a team. I will forever cherish the times we spent together in search of a perfect beverage, which seems to be a common thread here. And I look forward to that continued search, but we're not there yet. Now, Amanda. You were a quiet woman that I first met. His diet consisted of about 98% peanut butter. I think it's 65 now. So it's getting better there. Share a secret with you that I'm not sure if it's good. When I first met you, I didn't think that you were a good match for Mike. Not because you weren't good enough, you know, that's not me. I would never think that. Honestly, or just that it's not better than Mike. But because I didn't know if you had the drive to be able to control him as an action. That was my plan. Well, those of you who know Amanda, as I've gotten a chance to in 7 years, know how incredibly long I was. You are a force to be reckoned with. You're powerful, you're strong. Your curiosity in life and your desire to know everything is a perfect equal to Mike. Now I'm a little concerned that Michael may not be enough. Amanda, you are as confident as you are smart. You are as patient as you are loving. You are perfect. You are beautiful as you are caring. You're a perfect partner for Mikeal. Thank you for loving Mikeal so completely. Tom and Mindy must be incredibly proud of you. Mike, you are as curious as you are driven. You are as persistent as you are passionate. You are as sarcastic as you are generous. You are a perfect match for Amanda. Thank you for being Amanda for all of our lives. Gina Grady must be incredibly proud today. Amanda, I appreciate each and every day how smart, organized, and professional you make me look. I have no idea how lost I'm going to be without you next week if they do fix me out. Mikeal, thank you for being as much amazing as you were coming to the family. And letting me see life through your lens. I appreciate all the time we spend talking politics and life. And though we don't always agree, that gap is narrowing based on all of our times and conversations together. I hope you realize how important your relationship is. It makes me smile to know that when one of them is traveling, the other can't see. I really respect the fact that material things mean nothing to both of you. I love that you support each other's career so unselfishly. And most important, that family and community means so much to both of you. Mikeal and Amanda, your family and your community all wish you a world of love, adventure, and humor as you embark on the next stages of your life. Life, love, and happiness.
Mikeal, you make every day and every place better.
Amanda, you make every day and every place better. I will always have deep respect for you and our relationship.
I will always have deep respect for you and our relationship. We're equal partners, and I vow to share the responsibility and labor of continuing to build our life together.
We are equal partners, and I vow to share the responsibility and labor of continuing to build our life together. I promise to both listen to and hear you.
I promise to listen to and hear you. I will call you out on your nonsense, and welcome when you call me out on mine.
I will call you out on your nonsense, and welcome when you call me out on mine. I promise to further enable your inability to feed yourself by cooking will find humor and adventure in the world and share it with each other. I commit to making our home one filled with the values of equality and tolerance.
I commit to making our home one filled with the values of equality and tolerance. I promise to support you as you work to achieve your life goals and through life's challenges.
I promise to support you as you work to achieve your goals and through life's challenges. You are my best friend, and I promise to love you forever.
You're my best friend, and I promise to love you forever.
Amanda, please accept this ring as a reminder of these vows and as a symbol of our commitment to each other.
Alright, Mikeal, please accept this ring as a reminder of these vows and as a symbol